Wholeness. Happy now. All is now is a gift to be in the present. First day signing back in here, putting out my perception into the cloud of the collective. Okay. To expand the collective consciousness. You're now tuning into the mind of an alternate moon. Okay. And Horus will be transiting that fifth house in the sky. Still. Okay. So this is gonna be my continuation on the ascendants. My last video was the ascendant on Capricorn. My last video is Capricorn ascendant. This will be Aquarius ascendant. Okay, so first, what is the ascendant? The ascendant is your let's say the ascendant is your rising. Also, yeah, your unconscious spirit you're carrying and how people see you. It's also found in your first house. So the sign that will be rising in your first house, that will be known as your ascendant. Okay, and yeah, that'll be your ascendant. And first house is dealing with personal issues, anything that has to do with the self. Okay? And so Aquarius ascendant, let's here look. Aquarius is born from this 11th space in the sky. Okay? And Aquarius is fixed air, being ruled by Saturn, co-ruler Uranus. Okay? So the like I said, Capricorn is that feminine side of Saturn. Aquarius is that masculine side of Saturn, because air is the yang of the left brain and earth is the yin on the left brain. Okay. So Aquarius being fixated on communications. Okay. With this, with the Aquarius ascendant, you know, you will come off as fixated on communicating on how to go about gaining some sort of stability in your life. Okay, so like I said, that Capricorn in my last video, Capricorn is like you will look dry, you come off as dry, and you will look like you're someone. Capricorn ascendant will come off as dry type shit, but Aquarius ascendant is more of. It's because it's more based on this reality. So when we're talking about Saturn is that planet of reality. Okay, Saturn is that planet of how you go about gaining stability in your life. So the time you use, how you use your time to gain some sort of stability in your life, that's Saturn. And that's what Saturn is dealing with. So with Aquarius, it's dealing with fixated on communication. Okay, fixed communication based on how you can go about gaining some sort of stability in your life. Okay, and with this being in your first house, personal issues, anything has to do with the self. Okay, it's just like, you put yourself out there. Okay, as an Aquarius ascendant, you put yourself out there in the public. Okay, Aquarius dealing with that public. Okay, dealing with that associations. Okay, when we're talking about Aquarius, we're automatically talking about a group, bring group together. So as an Aquarius ascendant, you be communicating. Okay, communicating with let's say unfamiliar places, faces, and how you conduct yourself in the public. Okay, so let me compare with Gemini, all your air signs. Since I've done all of them, this is the last air sign. Okay, so Gemini, communicating with familiar people, familiar places, familiar faces. Libra, it doesn't matter. You're just communicating with whoever matches your vibe, whoever you just make relationships. You communicate with people, that you can relate with on a one-on-one level. With Aquarius, it's now you're bringing the whole large group together, the association. So you're just communicating to bring the associations together to gain some sort of stability in your life. Okay, so, and this is the first house. So this is your Aquarius rising. So you will come off as communicative. Okay, highly communicative. Yeah, one of the yapping signs, Gemini and Aquarius, the yapping, but Taurus, not Taurus, but Libra is more one-to-one. Okay, I'm listening to you communicate as I communicate. So Aquarius is, like I said, fixed air. So fixed communication, fixated on fixed thoughts on how to go about getting stability in your life. Okay. Personally, and this is how you deal with yourself personal with this, right? Aquarius is detached. Okay, Aquarius is detached, more one of the detached sign, because it does share Saturn. It also shares Uranus. No, co-ruler. Okay, co-ruler is Uranus. So Uranus is dealing with that individuality. Okay, so when you put this in the first house, so in this incarnation, you chose to be in Aquarius rising. So it's with this, it's let's say with that Uranus influence, and that being in the first house in medical astrology is Aries. Okay, first house is dealing with the self. Okay, so with Aquarius having that Uranus influence, dealing with individuality, uniqueness. Okay, so to be a unique individual, you have to rebel against something. Okay, so with Aquarius in your first house, you will be able to, let's say put limits and boundaries on thoughts, ideas, topics that you set limits and boundaries on how you go to communicate about. Okay, so as an Aquarius ascendant, you'll be able to, let's say, put limits and boundaries on the topics you want to talk about, on what you want to elaborate on. Okay, with that Saturn influence. Okay, this is how you come off. Okay, so you come off as communication, but detached in a way. Okay, with that Uranus influence. Okay, so it's just like your communication style is fixed, but it's just like when someone's talking on something that let's say that has to do with you personally. Yeah, Aquarius being that left brain sign. Okay, Aquarius being that left brain sign, that air sign. Okay, it's more objective. So, but this is in the first house though, of the personal issues, and you use Saturn. You have Saturn. You utilize Saturn. You look like Saturn and Uranus. Okay, so it's like you communicate, right? And put yourself personally out there in the public, okay? But Saturn, right, it's more based on reality and how you go about getting stability in your life. But with this, it's like whenever someone is trying to get personal with you and they want to know anything that has to do with you personally, and your personal issues, anything that has to do with the self, you will sort of cut it off there, because you're more on your Saturn. Okay, so it's just like nothing personal, more business. Similar to Capricorn ascendant. Okay, Capricorn ascendant, you will feel that because it's air. They will just, the presence they have. I mean, it's not air, it's earth. The presence they have, you will be able to see that and feel that off of them. But with Aquarius ascendant, you'll be able to, cut shit short. Cut shit short when people are trying to get a little bit personal with you as an Aquarius ascendant. Switching topics, putting depth to thoughts and ideas. Okay? Fixating on what you want to communicate about personally. Okay? So, this is how this Aquarius rising would work. Okay? And you would go about anything that has to do with you personally, like a unique individual, you have something about you that's unique, okay? A unique individual. So communicating your uniqueness, okay? You will be, your communication and, how you look and the spirit you're carrying, okay? How people see you, you will have a unique vibe about you, okay? You will go about let's say your communication style even would be unique to you, okay? You will have a knack for uniqueness, okay? Uniqueness is this with the Aquarius rising, okay? Yeah, you have something that you will have something on you personally that people would want to ask. Hey, what does that mean? Okay? Okay? And that's your opposite. That's Earth. When asking to make sense. Since you're air, you look like air. Okay? Someone would ask, hey, and you have something unique about you that people can ask to try and make sense out of. So you can utilize your air and be fixated on to communicate about. Okay? So, yeah, this is how it works as an Aquarius rising. Okay, Aquarius rising is more, yeah, detached, and it's almost like they won't even really communicate with you unless you are on their frequency vibration, and you're into the same shit they're into. Because like I say, uniqueness. We're talking about uniqueness here. To be unique is not to be with the crowd. Okay, to be unique, to have something unique is to be something someone can't copy. Okay, so yeah, this is a unique Aquarius rising. Aquarius rising is really, really unique. The thing about Aquarius, right? They can communicate a lot, but at the same time, they can be, really quiet. Based on if you have if they sense some sort of uniqueness about you, this is when they will be able to communicate with you and relate with you. But if not, they can be quiet and detached and be ghost-like. Okay. And this is Aquarius rising. Okay, and like I say, rising is more in the public. So when you see someone in the public, first interaction, this is their rising. I look like a Leo. Leo is my rising, but I'm not a Leo. Okay? So, yeah. Birthday signing out. Catch you next time. Oh, and also it depends on the frequency vibration and how you utilize your planetary alignments as an individual spirit. Okay? So, yeah. Catch you next time.